What is JSDOM for JavaScript server-side DOM? Imagine being able to run web page code without opening a browser. That's what JSDOM makes possible. It acts like a mini browser inside your server environment, letting you work with web pages just as you would in a real browser. This is especially useful when you want to test or manipulate web pages without the overhead of launching actual browsers. JSDOM is a JavaScript library that creates a simulated document object model, or DOM, which is the way browsers organize and display web page content. The DOM is like a tree structure where each element, attribute, and piece of text is a node. Normally, this tree is only accessible when you're browsing on the web. But with JSDOM, you can build, change, and interact with this tree on your server. This makes it easier to test how your JavaScript code will behave when it interacts with web page elements. For example, if you want to check if a button click updates some text, you can do that with JSDOM without needing a browser. It also helps with server-side rendering, which means preparing HTML content on the server before sending it to the user. This can improve page load times and help with search engine optimization. JSDOM supports many web standards, so it can handle creating new documents, finding elements with query selectors, and even simulating events like clicks. You can load HTML strings or URL into JSDOM, then use familiar methods like document query selector or inner HTML to work with the content. This makes moving code from the browser to the server much easier. Overall, JSDOM bridges the gap between client-side and server-side JavaScript. It allows developers to test, manipulate, and generate web content outside of a browser environment, making it a powerful tool for web development workflows. Whether you're building automated tests, rendering pages on the server, or parsing HTML, JSDOM provides a reliable way to handle the DOM on the server. It helps you see how your web pages will behave and look, all without leaving your development environment. This makes your workflow faster, more efficient, and more flexible, especially when working with complex web interactions and DOM manipulation tasks.